Guests walk into a hotel lobby and experience a carefully curated atmosphere of calm and order. But right behind the front desk, managers are fighting an invisible digital battle to secure every single booking. Modern hospitality requires competing in a ruthless, high-speed distribution war. Surviving that environment requires a property to perfectly balance a highly complex set of operational variables on a daily basis. When these variables slip out of sync, the resulting friction doesn't just slow things down, it creates a structural revenue drain that makes long-term profitability impossible. The first input is the human element. With hospitality facing massive industry-wide turnover, hiring and retaining a reliable team to run daily operations is incredibly difficult. The second input is the distribution web. Properties have to push accurate pricing out across a fractured network of third-party platforms and direct websites simultaneously. The third input is the ceiling. A hotel has a strict physical limit on the number of rooms it can sell to maximize revenue on any given night. The modern internet moves far too quickly for any manager to monitor and adjust these inputs by hand. Attempting to hand calculate the balance of staffing, distribution, and fixed inventory is no longer just a challenge, it is mathematically unsustainable. This diagram illustrates the distribution web. A central hotel system pushes its room prices out to online travel agencies, or OTAs, and its own direct website. The goal is rate parity, ensuring that a single room costs the exact same amount across every public platform. That careful balance usually breaks down through wholesale leakage. Properties offer heavily discounted private rates to B2B tour operators. When those discounted rates leak out and appear on public metasearch sites, they severely undercut the intended public price. Major OTAs deploy automated web crawlers that instantly spot these price discrepancies and automatically adjust their own algorithms in response. The hotel is left unwittingly competing against its very own discounted inventory. There is a secondary threat that damages rate parity: commission shaving. Look at this bar chart comparing an OTA price to a direct booking. The OTA intentionally shrinks its own profit margin, artificially dropping the total public price of the room just below what the hotel offers directly. The guest naturally chooses the cheaper OTA option. The property still sells the room, but pays a steep acquisition fee for a booking they could have easily captured directly. With profit bleeding out at the point of sale, maximizing the fixed ceiling of room inventory becomes completely impossible. The standard industry defense against rate disparity is assigning staff to manually scroll through ad platforms and audit the property management systems. This strategy exposes the critical vulnerability of the human element. Because the hospitality industry faces constant turnover, training new hires to actively monitor these complex distribution networks is difficult and frequently rushed. Overwhelmed staff inevitably make manual data entry errors, accidentally generating brand new price mismatches across different channels. Pitting exhausted humans against high-speed algorithms creates an inescapable loop that accelerates revenue loss rather than stopping it. A property cannot win an automated digital war using manual analog labor. The only viable defense is completely centralizing operations to remove the vulnerability of human error from the equation. A centralized system automatically locks in distribution channels to strictly enforce rate parity, freeing the hotel to safely deploy dynamic pricing. Centralization allows a manager to stop fighting the internet and start leveraging it to push their room yield to the absolute maximum. Escaping the chaos of OTAs and manual audits requires moving to a singular, unified state of control. To bridge the staffing gap, balance your rates, and finally capture your full revenue potential, look to CRS Central.